Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Layla and today I'm going to be talking about how I plan on saving money in 2025. It's no secret that life is pretty expensive these days. I think all of us can feel this in different areas of our life. So whether that's going to the grocery store or if you have children and the cost of caring for them, even just things like utility bills seem more expensive than ever. And of course, as somebody who really cares about finances, I want to save as much money as possible. There are a number of things in life that I like to spend money on, or I don't mind spending money on those things. There are also a number of things that I'm not going to mention in this video that I just never spend money on, or it's very rare for me to spend money on. I actually have a separate video on that. I can link it down below. Keep in mind that everybody is different, so these are just things that I'm going to be trying this year to save some money. And this video is in partnership with Mint Mobile, and it fits in very nicely here because they are still offering their best deal of the year. So now is the time to take advantage and save on your phone plan. So thank you so much to Mint Mobile for partnering with me for this video. They offer premium wireless for as low as $15 per month. And right now you can get their best deal of the year where you can get their unlimited plan, the 12-month plan, for 50% off. So I'll talk about that more in just a moment. But if you are looking for an affordable phone plan that offers unlimited talk and text, high quality speed, data, and coverage, you get access to 5G, you get access to a mobile hotspot, and then you get to keep your same phone and you get to keep your same phone number, then Mint Mobile is probably a good fit for you. I've been using Mint Mobile for over 2 years now. I love that I still get great coverage just about everywhere that I go, even traveling to different states, and I'm able to save money. Making the switch to Mint Mobile is also super easy. Visit mintmobile.com/debtoverit. That's also linked down below in my description box. From there, you'll enter in a little bit of information about yourself, and then you can determine if your phone is eSIM compatible. If your phone is eSIM compatible, then you can set things up right from the comfort of your home in just a few minutes. If your phone is not eSIM compatible, Mint Mobile will ship that SIM card to your home. You'll get it in a couple of days. That is free of charge, and then you can still set things up on your own in just a few minutes. So if you want to save a little bit of money without the sacrifice, visit mintmobile.com/debtoverit. That's also linked down below in my description box. I would really appreciate if you use my link if you are interested to support this channel. You can always get a plan for as low as $15 per month, but right now for new customers, they have their best deal of the year that was recently extended. So this is only available for a limited time. You can get 50% off their 12-month unlimited plan. That is huge. So huge savings right now, and I definitely recommend that you take advantage if you're interested. This is one area that I already save money on year over year. So if you want to save some money as well, definitely make the switch. Thank you again to Mint Mobile for partnering with me on this video. And now let's talk about how I'm going to save for 2025. First thing is that I'm going to shop around for car insurance and probably switch this year. I do this every 1.5 to 2 years or so because it is just normal for car insurance premiums to go up every single 6 months, and it's really frustrating. Personally, I'm somebody who believes that if you're loyal to a company, you should get a lower rate with time, or at least a consistent rate, but that's not the way that insurance works, especially car insurance. The last time that I switched car insurance providers was about 2 years ago. It was when I moved to this city. So in the past I had Geico, and then when I was moving here, they were increasing the rate, the 6-month premium, by like over $200. So then I switched to Progressive, and I was able to save a little bit by switching to them. And then this most recent time that I paid, which was in November, for the 6-month premium, I paid $755. And to me, that is like slowly creeping up too high. My car is paid off. It's in a garage basically 24/7. I don't drive that often, so I really just don't think I should be paying that much for car insurance. So when the time comes, which is going to be April for me, I'm gonna shop around, see if I can get a better rate, and hopefully there is something out there. And for the full year, that should save me a couple hundred to a few $100s. When I do shop around, I'll probably film a video so I can help others who maybe don't know how to do that. But personally, I like to just go straight to the website. So if I'm, interested in Geico, I go to geico.com or Progressive or Allstate, whatever, and get a quote directly through the website. I don't like to use the websites that like lump them all together and find the best rate for you, because you're going to get a bunch of phone calls. Just go to the website, get a quote from them, and then see which one is best. Second way I'm saving money this year is continuing to meal prep on a weekly basis and sticking to primarily whole foods. So I've actually been meal prepping just about every weekend since 2016. It was actually ever since I went vegan. So I am vegan. I do eat a whole food plant-based diet for the most part. And back in 2016, when I switched to a vegan diet, I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be easier for me to just meal prep, and that habit has just stuck around. I highly recommend it. It is just so much easier to go through life when you meal prep. I'm somebody who doesn't mind eating the same food every day and also eating leftovers. I know for some people they get really bored or they don't even like to eat leftovers. So yeah, obviously do what works best for you. But meal prepping has been amazing for me. And not only does it help me with my health because I'm, you know, just eating clean food for the most part, but I'm also saving money and then saving time. So yes, continuing to meal prep is a big one because I do save money by doing that. And then also sticking to primarily whole foods because I find that those are way more affordable. Instead of buying like processed items, if I'm eating just like rice, produce, tofu, some sort of beans or legumes, that is so much more affordable than buying processed food and obviously healthier for you as well. The third way in relation to food is gardening. So I did start my garden last year and it was mildly successful, I would say. I mostly had success with growing tomatoes, and then I tried some lettuce, I tried broccoli, I tried cucumber. The tomatoes did well, the lettuce did well, but the other two did not. And then my other garden bed was just like flowers for the pollinators. So I am going to continue the flowers for the pollinators. But this year I do want to focus on growing foods that I'm actually going to eat and probably will have more success with. So I am going to plant tomatoes again. But this year I'm thinking to also plant some squash because that's something that I would actually eat and I can save money on groceries by eating from the garden, for at least for the summer, of course, instead of buying from the grocery store, as well as bell peppers and maybe kale. I'm also gonna try starting those from seeds, so have little seedlings, and that's something that has to start inside a few weeks before spring comes around because, you know, you gotta grow them and then you can plant them outside. Last year I did try that and completely failed, but that's because I was like neglecting those seeds, and yeah, I can just do a much better job of that this year now that I have a bit more time with being self-employed. The house that we're in, the backyard is pretty tiny. It is fenced in, so there is, you know, backyard, something I didn't have while at the apartment, of course, but I am limited on space. But even if I can put out some, like a pot of growing something else, I'm not sure, but at some point I would like to expand my garden here, but at our next home as well, ideally having more property, but I can make do with what I have. And hopefully I will have a successful garden this year, enough for me to eat on a weekly basis and can save some money at the grocery store. It's also quite fun and fulfilling, like to be able to plant something and it grows and then I can eat it. Like I did that on my own, you know, and it tastes better. Fourth way is taking advantage of Buy Nothing Facebook groups. So actually just the other day, I joined my local Buy Nothing group. I was in one before, but it was in the city that I last lived in, so I hadn't found one for out here. And then I noticed within this group, there are even further groupings. It's like within Messenger, you get to become a group of certain things. So for example, there was a post of if you are interested in a puzzle swap, let me know and you'll be part of the Messenger group. And I was like, I'm interested. And so I have a puzzle that I finished. And puzzles can get kind of expensive. I'm somebody who, like, if I put a puzzle together, it's just gonna get taken apart. It's not like I Mod Podge it and hang it up or anything like that. So I would rather just swap with somebody so that I don't have to spend money on puzzles. So that's one thing. So I'm actually already messaging with a couple of ladies to swap some puzzles. And then beyond that, there are things around the house that I am trying to get either for free or, you know, even if it's Facebook Marketplace, that sort of thing, get it more affordable and use. So not only am I saving money, but it's a bit more eco-friendly. And really this is gonna be for things around the house, whether that be the garden or the kitchen, storage for the garage, all of those types of things. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what I can get for free, or even if I have to borrow, because I don't have like all gardening supplies, that sort of thing. And I'm gonna try my best to borrow so I don't have to spend money on it. Fifth way, I'm going to stock up on items while they're on sale, or probably really Black Friday sales. I kind of did this with my main beauty hygiene products in 2024. So come Black Friday and, you know, December, those are always the times when they have their largest sales. So I bought a few bottles of my face cleanser, my moisturizer. I honestly don't use that much product when it comes to like skincare. I don't wear makeup or that sort of thing, but there are a number of items that I know 100% I will purchase and repurchase. So I might as well buy those while they're on sale and stock up on them so that I know I have enough for the next 6 months to 1 year, because what I find happens is I'll buy the products, maybe I get it on sale and I'll get just enough for a couple of months, and then I have to repurchase, but it's full price again. Like there's no sale going on. So I might as well just stock up and save money while I can. Maybe this goes without saying, but I just want to clarify that I'm not planning on overbuying. Like I don't want to buy enough product for years and years. It's just for a full year or 6 months so that I can keep purchasing while those products are actually on sale and kind of just not have to worry about them throughout the year. Sixth way is saving and investing more of my income. I know that this is kind of an obvious thing, but I did want to include it on here because it is a great way to save money just beyond actually saving and investing. So really overall, I would like to be investing about 20% of my income or more. That may be something that doesn't happen on a monthly basis, but at least if I look at all of 2025, whatever my income is, my gross income, I would like to be investing about 20% of that. That does include my Roth IRA, and that doesn't help me tax-wise, but it obviously will grow more money by being in the market versus just saving that money in like a high yield savings account. But even that is good. Like if I can put more money into my high yield savings account, I can just save more money, because the more money that's in there, the more interest I will gain. And obviously that is beneficial. But after maxing out my Roth IRA, I would really love to contribute more to my traditional 401k so that I can lower what I pay in taxes. And I love any way that I'm able to save on taxes, and traditional 401k is a great way to do that. So for example, if I gross $50,000, I want to be investing $10,000, and $7,000 goes to the Roth and then an additional $3K at least to my 401k. I feel like that's pretty reasonable just based on my spending habits. And y'all know that my income goal for the year is to make over $120,000. And if I'm able to do that, that would mean investing $24,000, and that's a big difference, so we will just see what happens. But overall, it's definitely going to help save money. And then the final way that I'm saving money, it's a bit unique to me. That is limiting my book purchases. Now, first of all, let me get this out the way. I am aware that libraries exist. People always love to comment, like, you can just get the book from the library and borrow it. I know that. This isn't new to me. I absolutely understand that I can go to the library and borrow books, but I don't want to. So the library is actually why I started buying fiction books. If you don't know, I love reading. I read many fiction books throughout the year, and recently, like in the last few years, I started collecting fiction books, as in buying them. And several years ago, I used to only borrow books from the library, but then I started purchasing because all the books I wanted to read were never available at the library. They were literally on hold for like months and months and months. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy it because I really want to read this. So that's one thing, but I also really just love to collect books. I like having a little library, and with certain books I do end up selling them or giving them away because they're not books that I really loved or anything like that, but that's aside the point. And then even beyond that, I really like to support authors because they are a big part of my life. I think it's amazing that they can write these books and take me to a different world, and I am happy to support that. But anyways, as of right now, I do have over 50 unread books. So I know that I can go through that collection and that will be enough for the year. But knowing me, I am somebody who likes to buy books just here and there, but I want to be more strategic about it. So one, I am limiting how many books I am buying this year, fiction books specifically. So I want to focus on reading the books that I already have. And then beyond that, I'm going to try, if I do purchase books, I'm going to try my best to only use gift cards to make those purchases. So as of right now, I have $40 worth of Amazon gift cards that I am reserving for books when I really want a book to buy. I also have a little bit left on a Barnes & Noble gift card, so that's something I could use. And then throughout the year, I will end up getting gift cards. So I use the Fetch app, for example, which I have my code down below. I'd appreciate if you use that so I can get another Amazon gift card and support this saving money endeavor. But yeah, whenever I redeem my points on Fetch, I get an Amazon gift card. It's usually like $10, and I'll use that to buy a book. So yeah, really, I'm just planning to be more strategic about my book buying, using gift cards as I receive them. I could get it for my birthday or, just from the apps, like I said. And yeah, I think that will be helpful. And maybe I can get through all of the unread books on my shelf, and that will open me up to lots of book buying in 2026, which I'm absolutely fine with. The other thing too is, like I was talking about with those buy nothing groups, maybe I could swap with people that are in that group, and I could give them a book, they could give me a book, and it's a win-win situation. So those are some ways that I'm planning to save money in 2025. Please comment down below any strategies that you are implementing this year to save some money. It would benefit all of us, so I would love to hear it. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one.